Hello and welcome to my new guitar nerdery video. This time I want to show you some beautiful sounding triads. Apart from playing notes separately, arpeggios and chords are the same. These triads I'm going to show you now are, when it comes to the finger setting, directly taken from those finger settings I used for them string skipping arpeggios I showed in my former videos. There we had the G major 7 arpeggio, for example. And in that finger setting, in that shape, there's an interesting triad. These notes here are a G major triad, but with very wide intervals. We have the major third on the bottom, the root is in the middle, and the fifth is here on top. I find this sounding beautiful. You could play that also this way. But there's played like this, you have a greater difference between the thickness of the strings. This shape sounds much more brilliant, much more open. So this is a G major triad. To make it a G minor triad, we have to flatten the third. We have this. This would be a G minor. And if we flatten the fifth, we would have a G diminished. And if needed, you can play also a G augmented. We have to raise the fifth. So with that kind of shapes, we can play all basic triads. They are somewhat more difficult to play and maybe not suitable for everything, but they would make a great enrichment for your chord vocabulary. And these shapes can really enhance your overview, your knowledge of the fretboard, and when you're composing or arranging songs. It can be really helpful to have more sounds available, to have more possibilities to accomplish things. Makes it more interesting. To study those different triads, those different shapes, I recommend, for example, to play all chords of the G Ionian system and play them horizontally, for example, like this. G major, A minor, B minor, C major, D major, E minor, and now the F sharp diminished, and then we are again at the G major. More possible downwards. Here the diminished again. And then you can do the same on those 3 strings. Here you have the C major, D major, E minor, F sharp diminished. Here again, the G major, and so on. Finally, what I find the best way of studying things to learn those shapes, for example, is as soon as possible try to integrate them into your songs. That is the best way to memorize them and to put them into a context. There's always a difference between practicing and actually playing. This was it for today. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to see you next time.